The Secret to a Successful T-Shirt Design Revealed Part 4. And my goal with this is to help you understand why these t-shirts are making sales and then give you an insight on the niche to help you generate your own sales with inside here. The next step to research and diving in a little bit deeper and understanding the actual design itself and where it's coming from and if it's safe or not. And this specific design is they're trying to implement parody right here with this. But I think it's causing some brand confusion in my personal opinion. And before we get into the content, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Let's get into it. All right, so the shirt right here we're gonna be talking about is Now That's What I Call Anxiety. Now, something that I wanna bring attention to. Now that's what I call music. This is actually like a classic, like I wanna say like an album cover. Like they would drop like, now that's what I call, Proud, 87, disco, 90s pop, 86. It will play a lot of, hip hop party. They're known for dropping these, these albums, classic albums, different, just different types of music. And this is very close to that. So now they're trying to do parody here. And I see this right here. I see what they're trying to do. They're kind of make it simple. They're trying to make it similar in a way to give you the idea. Like, it is basically trying to resemble this design over here to that. But my thing is, it's like you'll see certain designs that are doing really good with parody on Amazon.com, but then you'll see certain designs like it's almost like copying it, right? One thing that I recommend is you do not want to cause brand confusion. So you have to ask yourself, if you're doing parody, right, is it causing brand confusion? Like, it's not the same, but pretty much you're using almost all of the same text. I want to say a good percentage of it, and you're just switching out like one word. So I want to say like you're like taking from the whole brand itself, and then you're using to switching out anxiety, right? And that little switch out. Now every platform is going to be different, so kind of just reassure this to you. Every platform is going to be different in a way where maybe if you created your own website, you can get away with it a little bit, but it's not saying that they're going to send you like a cease and desist, right? Because it's like almost 90%, 95% exactly what it is. So it's like if you change like 60% of it, 70% of it, you may be able to get away with the actual design. But with this, I feel like it's more of copying the actual, the design itself, right? And then just putting over here and just changing the word anxiety. That's how I feel. Okay. Me personally, I wouldn't create a design like this on my account, and everyone's account is going to be different with Amazon merch or just selling on Amazon. I wouldn't do this on any other platform, but that's just, I don't see a big change with this design, right? And it's not even like I said, I feel like it's just like, it's almost like a exact copy, like 90% of it is almost exactly what, the brand. Now that's what I call music. Now that's what I call, right? You can see it, right? And then you come over here and do a search. Now that's what I call an anxiety shirt. Now it's the BSR is like, you can see that one's like 30K. You got 530K. 57K, and they're just basically just even with this one too, it's still similar, even though they changed the background. It's pretty similar. I wouldn't risk it doing anything like that. That's just me. Like if you feel like I can get away with it. I know certain people like to play on that line with their Amazon account or just on Amazon in general or just selling on a line in general, and I don't do stuff like that. I wouldn't do stuff like that. If I come over here and look at the all time, right, it's made it sell in the end of June. But look at it's cranking. It's crushing. It's not saying that Amazon won't take this down. I feel like they might take it down sooner or later once they kind of catch on, or if the brand actually sends something over like, hey, this is almost pretty much identical to our logo, our brand over here. We're gonna can you take that down? Most likely they will. One thing I'll take away from just like the positive of this would be coming over here and the bigger picture, the anxiety niche. Let me know your guys' opinion down below in the comments. I'm going into Merch Hunter within Merch Informer Anxiety. And it's going to pull up obviously some good stuff. You can see that shirt right there. Pull that up. It's a top seller in the niche. And be kind to your mind. You're seeing like some certain ones like this, like the anxiety niche, 26K BSR, 28K anti-social moms club. Now, one more thing too, just to keep in mind, maybe these people, they actually have the rights to actually create something like this. They asked the brand like, hey, I'm going to do this. This would be a cool shirt. Can I do something like this? Maybe they have the rights to do it. I don't know. Maybe they got the approval for the brand. I don't know at the end of the day, but there's just an example, throwing it out there, because that can be a reason too. And that's why, they're not getting it took down, but that can be a idea too. So, but like to go in a little bit deeper, like the anxiety niche in general, I saw I had anxiety. So I left 37K. I saw, look at 50K BSR. There is some really good BSRs in this niche alone. Filled by iced coffee and anxiety. 54K BSR. Look at filled by, this is, got a some skeleton hand up there, iced coffee. This is some pretty cool designs in here. There's like social anxiety disorder, mental health. You're seeing these keywords, right? So just giving you an idea of what's going on in this niche. Like we're going down in the middle of the page on Merch Hunter inside of Merch Informer, and it's like we're still below 100K BSR. Now we're getting up in the 100, but still 200K. I think anything under 500K, it's a good saying that like there's a demand for it. Like if we're going in the middle of the page and it's under 500K, that's saying something. That means like there's obviously people inside of this niche full of anxiety. Cool one. There's people like they're actually searching and buying this niche. They like this niche, and I think it's just a really cool niche to create designs in. You're seeing the coffee, like smiley faces. You've seen that star, the Kawaii Goth Design Co. Goth. You've seen the star with the little rainbow shooting up. Pretty cool. You got this skeleton hand turning off, like it's about to turn off the light switch, but it's on. Anxiety. That's cool. My anxiety is chronic, but this my anxiety is chronic, but this ass is iconic. That's dope. That's cool. Right now, but that's what I would do. Like coming into here and looking at, like what else can you do? You're seeing like it's giving you data, it's giving you good information, this niche, but like looking at certain things like why is this shirt selling? Obviously we know that it's selling because they're trying to do parody, and like I said, unless they have the rights, it's cool. But me personally, I wouldn't do something like this. But the anxiety part of it, like that niche, there's a big demand for there. So coming up on Amazon or just using any type of tool that you use, Merch Informer, I'll have my link down below in the description. Anything like this, it's like you can see the niche. There's a demand. Think of different ideas. What can you do? What can you create? What elements, what graphics are people using in here? You're seeing hearts and with skeletons, coffee, that groovy text. You got that groovy text going on right here, right? Anything, overthinking, please wait, loading up, right? Anything, stay tuned for my next episode, all right? Just think of something, even my anxiety has anxiety, right? That's 91K. I think there's a lot that can be done in here. There's a big demand for this niche. Think of something that you can do, but like it's leaving, like I said, the evidence is there, the demand for this niche is there. It's showing us what we can do. And we come down and we're in the middle of the page and we're still below 500K, right? That's saying something, and that means that the demand in here, there's people buying in this niche. Create a cool t-shirt for somebody and understand it, learn the niche, see who they're targeting, see what they're targeting, how they're targeting with inside this niche, and kind of just understanding the key elements, what people are buying, and leverage this and create an awesome design and start making sales inside of the anxiety niche. And if you want to dive deeper into more t-shirt ideas or design ideas, watch this video right here. Thank you very much for watching.